A little bit of bad news. Iowa has now become the 15th state to allow a 6-week abortion ban to go into effect, effectively outlawing abortion entirely. Because for many, that will be the cutoff point will be before they even know they are pregnant, let alone could go through all of the hoops to actually do anything about it. And so that has gone into effect. It was a 4-3 ruling. Always great when your control of your own body depends on one person changing their mind or not. But the Iowa Supreme Court majority reiterated just a few days ago that there is no constitutional right to abortion. Moreover, they instructed courts to assess whether the government has a legitimate interest in restricting the procedure rather than whether there is too heavy a burden for people seeking abortion access. So it is not enough that there will be a 6-week abortion ban. We should think long and hard about whether the government should put more of its time and energy into further restricting it even more. The 6-week ban, as draconian as it already is, will seem downright cozy compared to the next step, which is just under no circumstances. Once we've gotten you to accept that and we've gotten through the electoral consequences of it, then you lower it down to 0, you take away the exceptions, and that's what we already have in some places, and we'll have it in more soon. So as of right now, though, there are limited circumstances under which they'll allow for abortion after 6 weeks. So rape, if reported to law enforcement or a health provider within 45 days, which is 7.5 weeks, I think. So if you were raped, we'll give you another week and a half. Are we not merciful? Incest, if reported within 145 days, that's a few months. It's way worse than rape, I guess, okay? If the fetus has a fetal or abnormality incompatible with life, well, are they not merciful? If the fetus cannot under any circumstances live, they will not force you through the power of government to bring it to term. And if the pregnancy is endangering the life of the patient, which is my favorite exception that they put in, because it almost never means anything for anyone. Because it's not like all of a sudden the body has a status light that goes on that says, now you might die. It's all up to interpretation. And not by doctors, to be clear, by courts. By courts staffed by right-wingers who get to decide whether you are likely enough to die or be maimed for them to let you fit through with this. And Kim Reynolds, super excited, the governor. I'm glad that the Iowa Supreme Court has upheld the will of the people of Iowa. And you probably hear that and think, oh, so the people wanted this. No, she doesn't mean like all the people of Iowa, because more than 60% think abortion should be legal in most or all cases. She must be talking about some other people, I guess. I don't know, what do you think?
Time and again, it doesn't matter. Abortion is popular. Abortion is healthcare. It doesn't matter. The will of the people absolutely doesn't matter. This is purely ideological, and it is wild, and it is so sick that you'd be like, well, if it's incest but not rape, I'm pretty sure you just described the same exact damn thing. And absolutely, John, this is a Republican Party. This is a right that has for so long called Democrats, said that we're into big government, that we, after passing Obamacare, we want Uncle Sam in your bedroom and in your private parts, when straight up what is happening right now is that doctors are refusing to attend to pregnant patients who want to be parents because they fear that some court in some BS litigation is gonna come down on them. So they are straight up consulting bureaucrats and putting bureaucrats and their own tails, and hospitals are doing this as well, above the life of that patient, to say nothing of whatever if they have a child that whose life can be saved.
Yeah,
it's just disgusting. It's just I can't.
Yeah, the entire thing is disgusting. It's disgusting the effect it's having on the country. Also, just briefly, it's disgusting the effect it's having even on the Republican Party, because bear in mind, they're not extremists. They don't want to ban it outright at day one, except in the states where they do. In South Carolina, there were 3 Republican senators, all women, who stopped a total abortion ban from passing in their state. They have all been voted out. It's only men, by the way, Republicans in the South Carolina Senate now. They've lost all of the women because the women stood up for women's control of their own body, I guess. And that was a bridge too far. They were sacrificed on the altar of the insane radicalism of the Republican Party.
Well, they'll definitely win the suburban vote, though. I mean, These are the stories that the Democrats need to be leading with every single damn day and saying it over and over and over again, is that even women in their own party are seen as too out of line and must be controlled or must be ousted. And you've got men legislating over women's bodies.
Yeah.
What could be more big government than that?
Totally. Handy Danny says there's 2 Dem women left. No, I'm just talking within the Republican side. Yeah, it reminds me of there was it's not really a spoiler, it's a tiny little thing, Handmaid's Tale, where like one of the wives wanted to read for the Bible. She wanted to read the Bible, and so they cut her finger off to punish her for reading the Bible. And she was doing it to be more of their ideology. Like, I want to read the Bible because that's what we're founded on, right? No, they cut your finger off. If you stay in line, then they'll allow you to be a part of the power structure. But if you ever challenge it in any way, they will cut your goddamn finger off. And so they've lost their career fingers in this case. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.